Chimon Lee. Chimon! What's up, everybody? This is the Not Another Top 10 show coming back at you with a little bit of best buddy cop films.
Word. Yeah.
What is it in honor of, boys?
It is in honor of a movie coming out this Friday called The Nice Guys, starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, and directed by Shane Black.
Definitely going to see it.
Yeah, I'm
Dana?
stoked on it, actually.
Yeah, I was really excited to see it.
Have you guys seen anything since Civil War?
Nope.
No, that's it. Yeah,
I've seen
so this will be...
3 times.
God,
You saw Civil War 3 times?
I paid for it twice.
How'd you get free?
Justin owed me money.
Oh, nice, okay.
Alright.
Didn't Justin see it? Justin's our co-worker. Didn't
Yeah.
Justin see it 3 times, too?
Yeah.
You guys are sick.
All right.
He watched
I'm
it
getting,
once
like-
online.
Like, I used to love watching movies more than once in a theater, but now in my, old age of 27, I'm,
You're 27?
Dude, I'm 27.
I'm 26 in 2 days.
Yeah, it sucks,
Folk
doesn't it?
souls are Leben to me.
Oh my
But,
God.
I
Start
can't-
singing it.
Well, where's Benson when I need him?
I can't handle seeing a movie more than once in the theaters now.
Really?
It's twice maybe if I'm really into it. So I'll probably see Civil War one more time in the theaters. But I'm all about seeing more new movies, getting new stuff in me.
Yeah, I got a little... Well, after the movie pass, I sort of just stopped going to movies.
Yeah.
Because you got to kind of build yourself up to pay for them again.
Yep.
And then it's like,
Oh, you're not paying for movies.
Yeah.
What is this?
for a year, dude. It was great.
No, I understand that.
But I think, yeah, I mainly when I go is during the day because, I make my own schedule and stuff. So it's like, I have time off. I might as
Right.
well go hit up a movie.
Well, it's cheaper then too, anyways. So
True.
why not?
Well, yeah, what it used to cost when we were high school was like
Oh,
a matinee
yeah.
price now, so it's like 7 something. So
Yeah.
But still,
it is what it is. So,
all right.
so anybody who's a new listener to this, which I doubt it, but hey, it could happen. I dropped a few things on Kevin Smith's page.
Did you?
A little bit.
Hey, why not? Right?
The SDLA stuff that you did.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I wanted to listen to it again, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'll go on his page and drop it quick. So see if anybody else who's comic book fans and into arguing will check it out. I think the biggest thing is, though, it's a radio piece. It's like 26 minutes,
Yeah, it's
which I
something
forgot
like
it was that long, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool to
I
get.
thought it was well done.
Yeah, I thought it was a
liked
cool look inside of your guys' stuff.
Me and Damon took a 30-minute break just to go and listen to it while it aired on
Yep.
on the.
I mean, I wasn't working, but...
Oh, you weren't? Yeah, that's right. I did. I just dipped on work. For
Well, that's
half an
awesome,
hour.
dude. The support is great. But
Yeah,
I was
for
hoping to get that out to him, and, you hear those stories all the time of, this random person said something to me. Like, Rosie O'Donnell said something to someone in Freedom, Wisconsin about,
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't go into detail about it because it's pretty dirty and I can't remember it, but she responded to him on Twitter or something. So you hear about that stuff all the time.
Oh, sure.
Anyways, so if you're new to the show, here's how it works. We each made a top 10 films list of buddy cop films. And what we're gonna do is break down our top 5s. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once somebody has, or if somebody has the similar movie inside their top 5, then we'll replace that with our 6, 5,
Our
or
reserves.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our reserves. I'm getting sick and tired of explaining it all the time.
No,
but
I think you should just have a text of it
I should.
on our YouTube channel so you don't have to
I
say
should.
it anymore.
Yeah.
I think people get the hang of it though.
I wasn't looking. What's that? What shifty eyes?
That was definitely me just putting it down. Like, oh,
Shifty eyes.
whoops.
Okay, so let's see here. Best buddy cop films. I know we were all over the board with criteria. What were you guys' thinking behind this? Did it have to be cops? Did it have to be 2 guys with different personalities coming together? Or what was your guys' thinking?
I mean, that's how I think of it. I mean, it started. Buddy cop films started out as 2. It really didn't even start out as 2 cops. It started out as a cop and a wild card, if you will, or
Right.
a random. Sometimes it was a cop, sometimes it wasn't. But yeah, 2 guys, very very conflicting personalities that come together to solve a crime. I think that's a buddy cop thing, and there's some comedic elements in there. Doesn't always have to be straight comedy, but yeah, that's what I mean. That's my take on it. I think.
I mean, mine was generally cops. There was a couple that was like a cop and maybe like a
convict
Yeah,
or like a
48
random.
hours kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
But it was mainly like there was at least one cop in that involved.
Right.
But, I mean,
exactly.
I can see it being more like what Trace was saying.
I started off as it being a cop +1, and then I got a little stricter, and then cut off some things that I thought were a little bit too. But it was a process that I had to take to get to narrow down into a 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, who wants to start? Number 5.
I started last time.
I'll start.
Okay, you
I'll
start. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta slide over here. Pardon the mouse,
Just
the
complain.
mouse noise.
No, I don't want to start.
Okay, so my number 5 will be Men in Black.
That's my number 5 as well.
Oh, wait.
Higher, here it goes.
I have higher.
All right. Well,
Dagger.
wait for this one to be higher too. So my number 6, replacing my number 5, End of Watch.
No.
I totally forgot about that one.
No, I didn't forget
All
about it.
right.
It's on
So,
my list.
well, you have David Ayer. Some people consider this sort of a new take on a buddy cop film, or even just a take on the cop genre in as a whole. I think when you think about it as these cops being in LA, I thought they took a witty route with one of the cops. In this case, it was Jake Gyllenhaal's character being in a film class for his graduate degree and whatever it was, having to take a film course. So he decides to film himself on patrol in LA. There are basically roughneck cowboys in this, urban landscape, because they're going pretty much beyond their limits to chase down these. Well, it was a series of drug or murders that they end up finding out is like a drug lord's
Right.
pretty much his drug lord's ring that's going on.
Yeah, I think it was the cartel or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It was
Yeah.
the cartel.
So you follow these guys, and I mean, I think Michael Pena is such a loving character. Like, you just can't help but love that guy.
That guy is great.
It's like in every movie he's in.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
literally, I feel like he should get more roles. I mean, he plays a good supporting role,
Yeah.
but like he can steal a show. Like, I mean, Crash, freaking even Ant-Man recently. He was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I
I
heard
was
he-
really gonna say Ant-Man.
I heard he was almost better
a
than
great
Great
name.
Yeah.
man. Yeah, like the guy's hilarious. But he also
Shooter?
has acting chops.
Shooter?
Shooter, yeah.
Fine Thwager. He's
World
thinking.
Trade Center. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was pulling it out.
yeah. All the Michael Pena movies I know.
No, he's a solid actor, but I think paired with Jake Gyllenhaal, a David Ayer directed and written film. I wasn't too huge on Fury just because of.
Didn't see it.
Did you liked Fury, Damien?
I
Didn't
did
you?
like Fury. Yeah.
I the third act.
This is Brad Pitt.
No, I know.
Still
I'm
a
just.
haircut.
The third act being like, I mean the main plot basically starting in the third act was a little bit difficult for me to grab, and then the shit that happens inside the tank was kind of like but I think it's a little bit more real in this, and like another movie that. Are you peeking at my list?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally can't see what it says.
Oh, I thought you rocked
No.
over. All right. Anyways,
I'm trying to crack
David-
random bones.
David Ayer is. I mean, I'm just looking at
he's solid.
his credits and stuff. Like, I mean, there's some hits and some misses. I think.
Well,
here,
he's
but I think
taken
for
on,
overall. He's solid. Like, especially in like war, or I mean, not war, but like cop dramas and stuff like that. You've got Training Day he wrote.
Yeah.
You've got Dark Blue. Have you guys ever seen Dark Blue with Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell.
That's
yeah.
actually a really good.
Well,
movie.
is he not? DMX is not in that, is he?
No, not that one. I don't think so. He might be. It's about the LA riots. SWAT, Harsh Times, End of Watch, Sabotage, what I've never seen, and then Fury. Those are his writing credits. But he also
Wait. He did the one with is Sabotage the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
yeah, that's the more recent. I think it was like
Okay.
2013.
I heard it was a shock. Like
2014.
he can shock people with what he does.
Yeah.
But when you I love David Ayer, but like when people put stock into him, they end up being a little disappointed.
Right.
With Fury, Fury, this is gonna be great. And I left a little bit like, eh.
The ending was super disappointing.
Was
like it
that's
built up really high, and then it just kind of took like a really like.
Well, which is funny because I would actually put it if you're thinking about a graph, right? You're thinking about a straight line all the way across the graph until maybe, probably 3/4 of the way to the end, and then you have a spike up, and then a spike down. Why would you put the climax in the third act at the very end? I mean, there's nothing that happens after the climax, and to me, that's what really drug it down. It was like, come on. Jon Bernthal, dude, I don't know why I have a man crush on this guy, but
he's fantastic.
I love him. Like he carries me through that movie, and I think Shia LaBeouf, I think he's great too.
Yeah.
And I love Brad Pitt too, and that new haircut. Everyone has that haircut now too.
And Michael Pena.
Michael Pena.
Yeah, there he is. That son of a bitch.
He's always around.
But anyways, back to End of Watch. I think we talked about it in the
Jake Gyllenhaal
episode.
That was mine.
Wow,
yeah, that's right.
It's a great film.
I
think, especially at the end, the tension that you get between those two cops, because he does this great. Ayer does a great job at writing his characters, and you feel for them, and you're really in fear for them because he humanizes them correctly. You know they have families. There's a lot at stake when they go through this, but they're good at their job. They love what they do, and they're into what they do. So, to me, End of Watch is a film that I can go back to and really. I think somewhat I have to be in a mood for it, but.
Well, yeah, especially because of the the first person handy camera kind of look to it.
Right.
Which can take people out. I was talking to Siski actually, and he said he hated that movie. I'm like, how far did you get into it? He's like, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes, and I'm like, dude, you gotta hold it out. I know some people can't handle Handycam that much, but you hold it out, and you're gonna be.
It is difficult, and I often go back to when DVD first started coming out, and when people would pop a DVD in, and it would be widescreen automatically. And it's like, how the hell do you fix this? I need to get this full screen. And it's like, it sort of grows on you.
Yeah,
and if you watch Damon, I always, for some reason, I always peg you as a Paul Greengrass guy. Maybe it was
other than the Bourne movies, I don't know if I can name.
Well, he did that United 93 movie, didn't he?
I've never seen it.
But
I want to see it because it was supposed to be really, really, really good. But
pretty good.
But also Captain Phillips too.
Oh, that's right.
I did Captain Phillips a lot.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
But he's known for that shaky cam and
the fast edit.
He's trying to get
stuff.
Yeah, right. He's trying to make it feel more realistic.
Yeah. And I enjoy it. Yeah, I definitely enjoy it. So End of Watch. That was my number 5. Oh, jeez.
Took a bit.
All right, 4. The Untouchables.
Oh, really? Yeah. All right. I'll go.
All right.
I forgot about it, but I'll
De Palma, 1987. Costner, Sean Connery. I miss Kevin Costner at a tennis club in Jekyll Island, Georgia, by 5 minutes one time.
Oh my gosh!
Still to this day, I tell people about that. I bet you it would have changed my life. I swear to God, it would have.
I've heard that story.
Just meeting him would have changed your life.
Meeting him, but playing him in tennis because I know we would have won. I know we would have won, and he would have been impressed by the fact that I was probably 12 or 13 with my dad beating him and his partner at tennis. And I know it would have changed my life.
That would have been great.
Probably not. It probably really wouldn't have, but I really love to.
That's like my
to think about
stories.
it. What's your Coolio story?
Oh, I can't get into it. He'll get mad at me.
Come on, man. You met him?
I met Coolio when I was like really young. I was the only kid at it was like a Blackstreet R. Kelly Coolio concert. And
because someone let Trace into that concert.
It was me and my mom, and we were I was like the only little kid there.
Your mom must be cool.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. She took. I don't know why she took me to that concert. I must have pushed for it because I must have I think I like Blackstreet a lot.
You better bring me to that concert.
Yeah, I mean, if they were gonna do the Rugrats song, then yeah,
it's possible.
The Rugrats rap or what?
Blackstreet did a Rugrats.
Yeah, they did a Rugrats song with Maya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, take me there.
Yeah.
I wanna go.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that song.
Don't mess with me and Rugrats.
It's
dude.
possible that might have been a reason. It was probably around the same time. Well, anyways, to her this.
Maya was in the Moulin Rouge song too, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
and
That was the last. Yeah,
then
that's
she
the last.
fell off the
I
world.
was just like, I'm done. I got enough money. I'm good.
It's like
Yeah.
I was watching that music video the other day. I'm like, I feel like somebody's out of place here. Actually, they're like all irrelevant except Christina Aguilera. But anyways,
Pink still does stuff.
Wait, what about
Little
Missy
Kim?
Elliott just announcing
oh
them?
yeah, Missy, but she just made her comeback. We are so off
Maya.
topic. Anyways, back to my Coolio story, so we can get back to your number 4.
Yeah.
I was off to the side, so you can see backstage a little bit, and Coolio, or like his bodyguard, like his personal bodyguard, was like right there and kept pointing at us to get like our attention and waved me and my mom over there.
No.
And we're like, what? Us? So we went down
The
there.
white kid?
Yeah, the white kid. Yeah.
The only one around.
Oh, I didn't want to say it, but and the actual security guard for the venue was like, no, you can't go back there. And he's like, because he didn't know the guy, he's like, no, Coolio wants to talk to the kid. And they were arguing over whether I can go back there or not. Coolio came out and said, yeah, the kid's cool. So he came back and he talked to me and he sat me down, wrote me an autograph, and he's like, hey man, stay in school, don't do drugs, and just, live life positively. And I'm like, just infatuated because
Holy! Did he have the
Coolio-
crazy ass?
Oh
hair?
yeah,
He
absolutely.
did the Keaton and Kel song, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh
No,
man.
And so
Worse than he ever
Coolio
did.
wrote, and I didn't know.
No, he was on. He was Celebrity Chef. He took runner up to Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, did he?
He has the.
What a weird group of people.
Dude, he has the ghetto cookbook, dude. I'm telling you, man.
I'm sure that's all.
My
he's got
parents were
going.
all over that
It's
show.
probably the only thing he's got going for him now too. But yeah, so I mean, I've obviously listened to him. I stayed in school. I didn't do drugs. So I mean,
That's awesome,
I feel
dude.
like he changed my life a little bit.
You should write him a letter again, dude.
I
You
should.
And
I
send him
should.
a copy of that photo. Do you
Yeah,
have it still?
I do have the photo. Well,
Okay.
I got his photo with the signature on it, and then he bought me after the show. I wanted a T-shirt, but obviously I wanted a Coolio one because he was like my
Yeah.
idol now because I
Yeah.
just met him. And my mom didn't have enough money, so I threw a fit. And then
Of course.
the vendor behind it, got a walkie saying, "Just give me the shirt."
What?
So-
Do you have the shirt still?
I don't think I have the shirt,
You
though,
son of a
but I
bitch.
have the autograph. So.
Coolio
Alright.
is done with you now.
Yeah, dude.
Coolio's
You
done.
threw away the shirt.
You got rid of the shirt. You
Yeah,
know,
so
Okay, yeah.
All my
That's a
friends
great
have heard that
story,
story,
dude.
like,
It's
a
great.
million
I feel
times.
good.
And now
I feel
the
good now.
internet knows. And now the internet.
Yeah,
knows.
internet knows.
Come
So,
here.
all right,
Number
back to
4.
film.
Yeah, De Palma, Costner should have changed my life. Didn't. Connery as Jim Malone is great. I think his accent finally fits for a role
Right.
that he's in. Sorry, I had to get that out, man.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
okay.
kept
You don't
coming.
think it fit when he was a Russian submarine person?
No, I don't think it did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
But you know how my feelings are with accents and
Right.
languages and such. But I think the relationship between Costner and Connery is exceptional, and that to me is where that buddy cop film comes in. And then because of that aspect of the film, which is so well done, there's such great ups and downs with our protagonists. So they win some, they lose some. And then, on top of that, there was some sort of cliche along the way, at least for me in films, where if you have two good friends in movies, one of them's going to die. You know?
Sure.
So you finally have a good payoff with Jim Malone getting gunned down. He goes down like a champ.
Yeah.
It's a great scene. And you feel like it's real instead of just being, well, you like two of them, we're going to play on your heartstrings a little bit, we're gonna kill one of them. So it's like,
had him just bleed out slowly.
Yeah.
yeah.
For like 10 minutes.
Right, but it was a high tension scene
was,
too,
it
because
definitely
it's
was.
that the way that that apartment was set up, how long it was, like you don't know. It was tough to grasp. Like, well, where are they gonna to meet? You know, and I thought it took a good route. So, De Niro as Capone is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The bat scene.
Beating that dude's head in.
Yeah, exactly. And then when they're walking down the stairs, and I think Costner accuses Capone or De Niro of doing something, and he starts going off. But
Yep.
all I can think of right now, I watched Aladdin the other night, and I just, did you rub my lamp? Did like his Robin Williams impersonation of Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Are you? It's great.
It is good.
I wish I could remember more of the lines, but did you rub my lamp?
He keeps going.
That's great. But the baby carriage scene is amazing. And like I said, it's emotional film that actually packs a punch to me. It's not a film I go back to often, but to me, when I thought of the buddy cop films, The Untouchables is great. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's your 4.
Yep. 5 and 4.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Why did I say that? Yeah. It's over.
Well, Alex Ray's here.
Oh. Oh, goddamn.
All right. So my number 5 is the new 21 and 22 Jump Street movies.
Pack them together, huh?
Yeah. I figured why not.
Save me a little bit of life.
So these movies, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. It was putting Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum together, which I was like, that's weird. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, what a weird combination of people. And I think they're two of the funniest modern comedies in the last decade.
It's a nice spin. I mean, off of a television show that came out in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
80s, something.
And it was, I don't think, as far as I remember, it wasn't a strict comedy, was it?
No.
No, it was more of a drama,
because that's how Johnny Depp started his career.
Right. But the fact that they it's almost a satire on it.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
And they don't take themselves too seriously ever in the movie, which is great, especially the second one. I think I like the second one slightly.
The second
better.
one is so incredibly meta that it's just
Well, that's what I hear, and it's. But to me, I'm not a comedy dude. You give me drama, war. You give me westerns.
I'm picky with comedies.
You give me some romance. I'm good with that.
All about them comedies.
But comedy hits me in a weird way, as you'll see.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. There's certain people in the industry that can make me laugh uncontrollably. Chris Tucker. How?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How is that guy funny? But he makes me laugh every single time. I was laughing my ass off watching Rush Hour 2 the other day.
Yeah.
That's not me, dude. I am straight faced.
Yeah.
You're not gonna catch me laughing at a comedy, and that's why I think I steer away from comedies, especially 21 and 22 Jump Street. For some reason, I have a personal vendetta against Channing Tatum, which I have no idea why.
I think it was just an innate vendetta everyone had.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Well,
I loved him in Foxcatcher.
It was just because when he started his career, it was Step Up,
thing.
and then it was
doing romantic comedies.
Yeah, romantic comedies, and then it was Magic Mike, and then it's why do we like this guy? And then 21 Jump Street came out.
21 Jump Street really made people
wow,
he's not
stole
that bad.
The freaking show in that movie. He was absolutely hilarious. Jonah Hill is just funny in general.
Which is I had a huge thing against Superbad as well, when people were always saying, creaming over Superbad.
Yeah.
And it's I finally watched the thing, I was like, yeah, I can't resist. I'm just gonna laugh because it's hilarious. You know what I mean?
Hilarious.
That movie is again it's so rewatch, and I actually wanted to put it on my list and just cheat like a motherfucker because of the buddy cop aspect.
Seth Rogen and Bill Hader.
Right. And that's what I wanted to put in there just so I could talk about Superbad.
Well, here it is. Talk about it. There you go.
Let's talk about Superbad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else. I just think Channing Tatum and the duo together, they just they mesh so perfectly.
But it is kind of awkward as well for a buddy cop film when you get two guys that are almost... I don't know the films because I haven't watched them, but I assume they were friends put on the case, or were they not? Or they come together?
What happens is, it starts out there, Jonah Hill's a nerdy kid in high school, and Channing Tatum's the jock.
Big old jock.
Yeah, and he tortures the shit out of Jonah Hill. And then they both decide to be cops. So Jonah Hill is the really smart one, the guy who can figure all this shit out, but is athletically
challenged.
Yeah.
Gone, yeah.
Where
Channing
Tatum is the complete opposite. He is dumb as a rock, but he is so athletically gifted that And then so they put together these two people.
And one of the tropes of a buddy comedy movie that this one kind of disregards is that they make them friends right away. they're good friends.
By the time
they
actually go to the high school and do the whole 21 Jump Street thing, they actually are like best friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It just takes like 5 minutes because they start out as enemies and then immediately become friends.
Yeah,
I hear you.
But yeah, no, I think it's good, and it's they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
You get great acting out of the two leads, and I mean. City Lights the script, but
super supporting role is hilarious.
you get a lot of good side characters. What is it, Rob Riggle?
Yep, Rob Riggle.
So funny.
I think Franco's in there.
Oh yeah, dude, Riggle. Yeah, he's a hilarious guy.
Yeah. Rob Riggle. Like I think he gets undermined because he's he was in the military. Like he's like a high ranking. He was like high ranking in the military or something.
He's on Fox NFL Sundays.
Oh, is he? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen him.
He does his like random picks.
Yep. But, all right, cool. There's your 5s.
Yeah, that was my 5. My number 4 is Men in Black.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, let's finally
all three of us can talk about it. Yeah.
You can go first since we skipped it for you.
Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yep.
Sonnenfeld.
Sonnenfeld.
MIB3, great. I thought, personally.
Oh, really?
I loved MIB3. Get Shorty. Addams Family Values. But just, I think... When you think about Men in Black, I think about Will Smith, dude. I can't.
Sure.
That guy steals the show for me. And Tommy Lee Jones is, to me, I've seen him directed poorly or written for poorly. Could be character wise in what was the Batman he was in? Batman Forever. Yeah.
He was
Two-Face.
atrocious.
No, he wasn't Two-Face. He was Riddler Jr. That's what he was. It was horrible.
He was a terrible Two-Face.
But. Oh my God! He's so great in this movie, and just the beginning of it is great because you're into Will Smith's character as this cop, his baggy sweatsuit, and he's going after these and he's going after these people, and then you get to the point where then he's trying out. Like the tryouts is my favorite part. Because he's so much he just caps that little girl in the training.
The comedy throughout that entire part
it's hilarious, dude.
Absolutely amazing. It's Will Smith
when he pulls that table. They're sitting on those weird chairs. Rip Torn is in there. He's just staring at him like, what the hell is this guy doing? But you think maybe that's what they're looking for. Well, he breaks that pencil in half and tries to hold it together. Oh my God, it's perfect.
Trying to place the test on his legs.
I mean,
and then he turns
just all of them in that because none of them have anything to write on. The one dude flipping it up, just writing on it, and then it flips back down.
No, I know. He did it perfectly. He flips it up like a newspaper.
That's the point of it. They want somebody who's
thinks outside the box.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so perfect. Men in Black 2 sucks. But and then oh God, you're gonna have to help me. The guy from Law and Order.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh God, is he hilarious in that movie too?
God,
long trip. I need a snack. It's like, are you
sugar wash? Watching Daredevil, I couldn't get that out of my mind because he sounds exactly the same.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh God, the bug's back.
Yeah,
the weird.
He's rolling it in the how he walks,
twitching weird. I know
it's great.
It makes sense.
Yeah, Men in Black to me is something, and I haven't watched it in ages. But dude, I remember in high school just going up to Damon because we had just quoting Men in Black. It was so fun.
You got original idea. With taking comedy, a buddy cop comedy, throwing it in sci-fi, and then pairing those two up, on paper would have been like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you have those two different personalities.
Exactly, and it blends so perfectly.
And
and Tommy Lee Jones just deadpanning all of his lines. It's just fantastic.
Oh, Kale, he whips out that gun and then he gives the noisy cricket. Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this?
The midget cricket, it's great.
So great. And I want to give, while we mention it, I want to give shout out to the third movie and Josh Brolin's performance as Tommy Lee Jones. It's so good. Exactly.
But then the twist on when they bring it full circle around to the first one about his dad.
Yeah, some art that they threw in there.
His dad wasn't just a shithead. You know what happens to him.
You're right. It's
which
good.
is great.
But
I definitely. I can't remember who the bad guy was though, because he had those
Boris
goggles
the
on.
Monster or something.
But who played him?
That's Jermaine Clemens or something. I forget it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is it? Flight of the Conchords. What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, him. I think I said I probably butchered his name, but
probably
he was the main bad guy in that.
But yeah, no, Men in Black is great, and then the song at the end is awesome too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a hit Big Willie style song, you know.
Yeah.
Stop calling him Big Willie style.
That's what he called himself all of 2000.
That was like an album.
Yeah, and he said Big Willie. But anyway, it's great.
No, it's good. Yeah,
great movie.
Yeah,
you can't. I mean, it really you can say Independence Day really started his career, but this kick started it.
Sure. Put him into where he's getting $20 million.
Yeah, it turned him up a notch for sure.
Yeah, when he's getting a freaking RV with a workout room and everything. Dude, Will Smith, yes, Men in Black for sure.
I'm up. So my Men in Black was my original 5, but I'll take my 6, which was 48 Hours, the original one.
Kurt Russell?
No.
No, you're good.
Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
This is the film that technically started the buddy cop of what we know genre, 1982, directed by my boy Walter Hill. My boy because he directed The Warriors.
Wait, Walter Hill did Sugar Hill as well.
I think so, yes.
And I own that movie only, thank God for pawn shops.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just grab those random titles, dude. Wesley Snipes, dude, for sure.
But I mean, this one, before we had our Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones combo, we had the combo of Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, which Eddie Murphy at the time was just a comedian. This is his first major motion picture. So to see him, come into it and kill it. I mean, I this movie sticks with me. I grew up with this movie. It's not as heavy on the comedy as you would think.
Oh no, it's a darker version of Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, exactly. It's a darker version of it, but people saw the star power in Eddie Murphy, and then we got movies like Beverly Hills Cop and whatnot. So I think this one at least needs to be mentioned just because it started it all. And Nick Nolte, and they did great together. They meshed well together. Nick Nolte, you got the two opposite personalities, and this movie started it off, but you have a cop and a convict, which he eventually becomes a cop in the second film. And you can tell, the star power changes because he gets first billing over Nick Nolte in the second movie. But yeah, so,
dude, that was way off. Yeah, it's not Sugar Hill. Sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
But yeah, great movie. I think it needs to be mentioned in the top buddy comedy films.
Sure. It was on.
Dude, Walter Hill is a great director of some westerns, man. You got Wild Bill. You have Deadwood. He did some Deadwood, Broken Trail. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of credits to his name.
He wrote something or other with the head. It says known for Aliens and Alien 3.
He did produce them, and he did the screenplay for Alien 3.
Oh yeah,
he did the rewrites of the screenplay. But yeah, he's most. It looks. He says original story for Aliens. So wait. And then 48 Hours, and obviously
I don't know what the hell I was thinking of Walter. Maybe it was Broken Trail that I was thinking. For some reason, it was like some Leon guy that did Sugar Hill. My bad, I was way off.
I was way off.
Samsonite. I was way off.
All right, okay, we'll jump into my number 4, which is the one that I thought was the most gray out of the bunch.
Here we go.
But it's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Okay.
Shane Black, the guy who arguably is the best buddy cop writer out there with his Lethal Weapon films. He steps into I think this was his first directorial effort. I could be mistaken. But it really, a lot of people say the Iron Man films regenerated Downey Jr.'s career. But you go back to this movie, which was 3 years prior, and you can tell that, the acting and the characterization of characters like that, he brings along for his Tony Stark because he's great in this movie. And the pairing of him and
Val Kilmer, baby.
I mean, as much as people talk about Val Kilmer being a dick on sets and stuff like that, he can chime out some great roles. You get him as Gay Perry in this movie, which is great. He's a private eye, so I guess it kind of still follows the cop.
That's why I took it out because of the PI And is Downey Jr.
Downey Jr.'s he's technically a burglar, like he's
so
like a small time crook, but the opening scene of the movie is him from the cops and running into an audition for a film, and he sits down, he's been shot, and he just brings out this method acting, and they're like just blown away. They're like, wow, this guy's great, dude, but really he's just running from the cops.
It's so good.
Yeah, and I thought, I mean, the writing is fantastic. This is Shane Black at his finest. If you haven't seen this movie, you watch this movie.
I haven't.
You haven't watched this movie, and then watch Iron Man 3, and you'll see, because he directs Iron Man 3 as well, and you'll see a lot of his elements.
You don't like Iron Man 3?
It was better than 2, but it wasn't like good.
Watch these movies back to back, and you'll be like, you'll still. He does the voiceover narrative in both films.
Yeah.
And I mean, just him and Downey Jr. really bring the best out of each other. I mean, the more you watch Iron Man 3, the more I like it, honestly. But I digress. This is one of my favorite films. Honestly, I kind of regret not putting it in my top 50. But as far as buddy cop, I kind of left it lower just because it's a gray area for me. But it still revolves around a crime, so it's got two conflicting characters.
It definitely is one of those films that you turn on Comedy Central and you get sucked into, and that's where I first watched it. I was like, what the hell is this movie? And I'm glad I had Time Warner Cable at the time, so I could just hit info. Kiss Bang Bang. And I was telling people about it. I was like, have you ever seen this movie? I've never even heard of it. And they were like, I don't know what it is. And it's like, man, I gotta find that again. So I don't own it, and I hope to find it someday. But it definitely is. It's quick to hook you, and then it takes you on this ride it's so fun and fantastic, because I'm a big Val Kilmer fan.
Yeah.
When it comes to Top Gun, you have Tombstone, which I think he's at his best, which he got robbed for not even being nominated that year. But regardless, I think he's got a lot more.
Ghost in the Darkness?
The Lion movie, right? Yeah.
With
I actually told Knutson to buy that movie. Yeah.
Really? That's a good movie.
There's who else isn't that? Is one of the?
It's Michael Douglas.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those people. The Douglases, or I always get them confused with the
Sheens.
Sheens. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Martin Sheen and Michael Douglas, so it's like synonymous with each other.
Are they like brothers or something?
No,
they just
look alike.
Yeah. Which was really confusing for when they put them in American President together. And it's just like, oh God, which one's the president?
Yeah, American. Is that the one with Annette Bening?
Yep.
Oh, good Lord.
My mom loved that movie.
She aged so bad. Open Range is one of my favorite westerns, and dude, like, Kevin Costner going for Annette Bening was like, what? But anyways, yeah. I like that number 4.
Yeah.
All right, 3-2. 3 Hot Fuzz.
Iron.
God damn it. All right, so I gotta go deep down my list here and to watch. I got. You know what? Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, higher.
Okay, wait. No, I'm glad, because I want to go Rush Hour 2. Come on, Lee. Come on.
Definitely don't have Rush Hour 2.
Oh my God, dude, Rush.
Hey, I have Rush Hours on my top. In my 10.
You can't deny it, man. What is there to deny? Brett Ratner is not the greatest director as of late, because people start shitting on him for. He did one of the
X-Men Last Stand. He did that.
Yeah, that was the big one that I think.
Yeah, that really.
Tower Heist.
Tower Heist wasn't
horrible. Come on.
It wasn't horrible.
It was not horrible.
But I'm just saying that was.
But I mean, he wasn't helping himself out with some of the choices he made for.
I don't care, dude.
He's the one who got in trouble for. No, I'm just gonna stop.
No, Bryan Singer.
That's Bryan Singer. I know what you're talking about. That's Bryan Singer. Yeah. I think it's still going on too. Yeah.
Anyways, Brett Ratner, dude. I
knew it was someone.
I told you I had Rush Hour, or I had Chris Tucker somewhere on this list.
Yeah. I figured.
Dude, Rush Hour 2. Well, I mean, I had to, but there was a lot of better films out there. But I can't help but love the way this dude is directed and acts in these films. It's hilarious, dude. This guy is. And then you have it's choppy. I get it, because you have a guy like with Jackie Chan, who can't act with a damn, but he can. The things he does is insane.
Sure.
The stunts is insane.
How old was he when he did those movies?
I don't know. But dude, did you see the third one? They both 40s. Blew up. Like Chris Tucker got huge.
Oh my god! Because it happened like what 7 years after the second one.
Yeah, it was a while because I think the rush hours happened what in
they were like the first two were
early 90s,
pretty close, early 2000s. Here, let me look you up.
But either way, I think when you have
and 2001.
For some reason, I was drawn more to Rush Hour. The story for Rush Hour 1 is okay, but I think Rush Hour 2 with the bombings and everything like that, I think it's a little bit more believable, if you can say believable.
Yeah.
But I get more intrigued in the stories of random bombings because, dude, where can't you walk in and blow up a place nowadays?
For sure.
So
that is the world we live in.
So I get it. I mean, minus the fact that it's a U.S. embassy and she could just walk in and drop off mail. But who knows? Who knows who's
right?
Who's at the desk and is taking mail that day? I don't know. But the fact, the comedy in this film is what really gets me. And when it's hilarious because when they go to like that Heaven on Earth massage parlor and. Lee's like, well, we're going to massage parlor, and it's like the look that Chris Tucker has before, because he's like flat out pissed. He looks great that he's like pissed, like this is not a vacation, Lee. And all of a sudden we're going to a massage parlor. Okay, now this is a vacation, you know. And all of a sudden he goes in there. He goes in there. It's like, it's on me, and he started picking all these women out, and he's picking like 5 or 6 girls to give him massages, and he's like, I got in a fight with triads. Y'all ever heard of triads? Took down 20 of them. It was on. It was hilarious. And then what the hell is that? That little Asian guy that he goes over, Ricky Tan. I've been looking all over for you. Let's go. Get your ass moving. We're going down to the police station. And he starts smashing on his computer. I want to pay for that. Oh, it's great, dude. But there's comedy in there that gets me going. Like, dude, the structure of the movie it's all over the board.
Yeah, but
the love interest between Lee and that Secret Service is like, why?
Yeah,
it doesn't get.
That's the thing about certain comedies, especially if you see them when you're younger. Like, and they resonate because it's from your past. You know what I mean? You grew up with it, so these jokes stay with you. And I think that's why Rush Hour, I agree, sticks with me too, because you got these two. I mean, even the comedy from Jackie Chan too was well placed in time because it's funny, it's out of context.
Oh yeah.
And then Chris Tucker just being himself in the movie.
When he gets up there, this guy is ruining a classic. He gets up there and starts singing Michael Jackson.
And he can perform it so well.
Yeah,
too.
it's like he just looks over. He Charlie.
Oh, that's great.
It's hilarious, man. But, and even the stuff in the Red Dragon when we could have been a couple. We could have had something great, but you went crazy, bitch. And then he gets stabbed with that knife or whatever. He's like, oh, thank you, Benjamin. He's got that wad of cash in there. Or when he's at the craps table, and this, I have a dream that black people and white people. And he looks around and cuts over to an Asian guy. And Asian people can gamble together without getting different chips. Oh man, it's so good.
Oh wow, that's good. That's funny.
Yeah, it's simple-minded, but it's great fun. So I'll go to 2.
Yep.
Lethal Weapon number 1.
Higher.
You guys suck.
All
right. So Starsky and Hutch, baby.
Yes! Thank you. I had to push it down because
Todd Phillips, dude. Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips. Yes.
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips. While we're talking about Todd Phillips.
We're talking about the Todd Phillips that did. The Hangover.
Correct. Yeah.
And not only that, but he also directed a documentary about what's that cult classic? Defoe is in there.
Oh, okay. Then
Willem Dafoe is in.
Talking about the same thing.
Oh no, G.G. Allen.
G.G. Allen.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I was on the wrong track.
He started off like his film
school. Allen and the Murder Junkie.
Oh
yeah,
God.
that was his
Knutson
film.
loves Knutson. This is a shout out to you. You better be listening.
And like a couple weeks when he gets to the internet.
That's Damon being a sourpuss.
I grew up with that movie too. Me and my uncle was super into G.G. Allen, and we watched it, and I'm like, Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
This was his like school project film, and
it's good. Yeah,
and,
it's good.
And it was well done. I mean, the guy's messed up. G.G. Allen was. But then the fact that he transferred and he jumped over to comedy and like just excelled in comedy was well done. And Starsky and Hutch is so great. I think this movie is underrated.
I think it's a better version of almost the Rush Hours because you have two people that can actually act.
Yes.
And well,
Shots fired.
I love. Come on, I love. Is that right, Jackie? His name is Lee. God damn it. But I love Jackie Chan, but he's better just in the roles where he's dubbed over and then he's doing all the stunts and shit. But like,
it's insane.
The comedy between Owen
Wilson and Ben Stiller,
and then you have Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn is the villain, which is great. And his side villain and Jason Bateman also great. God,
yeah. But that pool scene when they're taking pictures and all of a sudden how they get a picture from underneath the water of him like open eyes swimming. It's so fucking funny, man.
I'm really happy that you said this.
But the whole film is just hilarious. You know what he says like Bacardi and Cola, do it.
He's like they're trying to do characters and they're at the
and he steals his character.
And Owen Wilson can't do characters, so he's just like, do it. No, that's mine.
Yeah,
he finally gets in his character. I mean, he gets in his character for the climax.
Do you like Starsky and Hutch, David?
I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole
I got another cool, fantastic thing about my life that correlates to this. The guy. Let me look it up real quick. So I can look at his name.
Wait.
Well, I mean. But when you have the whole shit with Starsky, I never watched a TV show, but
no, neither have I.
I think they switched the roles of Starsky and Hutch. Like I think Hutch might. I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong, but I thought someone said that they switched the roles of
things.
Starsky and Hutch. Go ahead.
No, they're both the. It's I mean these are the original Starsky and Hutch, so you can tell.
Yeah.
That's the Owen Wilson. That's the Ben Stiller. But two things. This guy right here. Paul Michael Glazier, Derek Glazier. You remember Derek Glazier from high school?
I think so.
Oh, he was a grade above me. So I think 2 grades above you.
No, he was my sister's grade. Yeah, he was 2 years.
Yeah, that's his uncle. And my grandmother dated him in high school or in college.
Say who though?
David Soul, the guy who played the original Hutch. My grandmother dated him for like a couple months in college when they were in the same college together.
That's awesome.
They banged.
I don't want to think about it, but yeah.
Don't sully his mother or his grandmother's name.
It's Nana too. Come on.
Yeah, Nana, dude. Sorry, Nana.
I'm not.
But yeah, no. Honestly, Starsky and Hutch. When I was doing the list, I was like trying to think about the movie.
It's good comedy, dude. It's a great Ben Stiller comedy.
Yeah, and it popped up. I'm like, oh my god, how do I forget about that movie? But it's just like, I mean, in the overall.
That was 3-2 then for me. Damon? Or is it Trace?
No, it's Damon.
No, it's me.
Do it.
Don't forget about me, guys. My number 3 is The Other Guys.
Okay, yeah.
Boom.
Never watched it.
Oh,
I think I watched bits and pieces on FX, but that's about it.
Gator's gonna get him.
Just fantastic. Me and Blake used to quote it at work all the time.
He's got a lot of
such
good
a
quotes.
funny movie.
He's got some good quotes.
The combination of Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. I'm so disappointed that Daddy's Home wasn't a better movie.
Yeah.
Because
you saw it?
Because of the title. That title just pissed me off.
It just looked really bad.
Yeah.
That is a terrible ass title. Like you could have literally anything else. But those two together in that movie were just so funny. Like they were so completely opposite. Very much like whatever my number 5 was. What was it?
You tell me.
21 and 22 Jump Street. So very similar to those movies. A PG-13 movie, which I wasn't expecting from Will Ferrell because he doesn't do a lot of them.
And Adam McKay too.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I think they did it well. They didn't need the added, curse words. And they did.
They did the entire movie without it.
They blended their comedy.
It treated The Rock well too.
Yeah, The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson for like the first 20 minutes of the movie were absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It kind of saved The Rock from his his family movie days.
Yep. Brought him in towards the comedies, the action comedies. But, I mean, I think this one's also like another big satire on...
Oh, it's definitely a satire on the buddy cop.
On the buddy cop comedies.
With the explosion, and they're both just like writhing in pain on the ground, like, how do people walk away from explosion?
Yeah, exactly.
That is unrealistic.
And we got to mention Michael Keaton as the detective or
Michael
the chief.
Keaton as the chief, quoting TLC repeatedly.
He's always, and he doesn't know he's doing.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
You know that was a TLC one.
You just gotta creep. It's like, you know. But yeah, no, the comedy and it was really well done.
Super well.
They blended pretty perfectly. So
yeah,
good pick.
Yeah.
All right, my number 2 is Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, let's talk about it. It was 7.
I had yeah.
Oh wow. There was 2 movies. My number 1 and my number 2 were the only ones that I knew were going to be in that order, because, like, my number 1 is just, it was on my top 50. It had to be in there. I think this was 2. I think Beverly Hills Cop was in my top 50.
Are you saying the whole franchise or just 1? Or
mainly
2?
just 1. 2 is also good, but I feel like 2 rehashes a lot of what 1 did. Like,
I'm going to personally disagree, because I think it actually takes on a little bit. No, I'm just saying. I think it takes on a little bit more of a life of its own than 1 was like, do we really want Eddie Murphy playing a serious / comedic role? And I was a little bit apprehensive when I watched it, and then all of a sudden I see 2, and I know he can do it, and it's hilarious because it builds on the first one so well. And then on top of that, you actually have the serious buddy cop roles between Rosewood, Taggart, and Foley.
Yeah.
I'm
not taking away from the second one. I like the second one a lot.
Yeah, you could argue either way.
I just think there were some scenes in there like the.
But I did put 1 down as well.
I think they go. What do they go back to the strip club in the second one? Like they pretty much just rehashed that same scene, and it was kind of like, you already did this. Do you have to do it again?
Even felt, but because I watched 1 more recently than 2, so I was like, it seemed a little dated, but when he gets thrown through that window is absolutely hilarious, and the
comedy in the second one is better, because I think they really let Eddie Murphy go.
They let him in his own.
They let him do it.
But when he goes to that art house with Serge,
yes.
that scene is one of my favorite scenes in Beverly Hills Cop, the series, and I laugh my ass off every time.
Yeah.
My name is Serge. It's like, Sergey, maybe?
Oh my god. His ad libs when he's like trying to get into places. I think the first one he was trying to get into like the club, like the like.
Oh, the luncheon club.
Yeah, the luncheon club.
Yeah, when he has like.
And he like ad libs like. Being...
I think I have like he says he has some sort of form of herpes or something.
Yeah, he was like playing a gay person, which don't even get me started on Eddie Murphy with gay people, because
you probably watched what
I watched Raw.
Yeah,
Delirious.
Oh my god,
is my favorite hands down. But yeah,
Raw was no. I'm not commending Raw.
No, why?
You should have watched it then. You didn't see any reviews about that and thought, well, maybe I shouldn't watch that.
No, I didn't. I saw that it was like such a hugely popular stand-up, because I was in the stand-up phase. I was watching just like stand-ups like left and right, and I watched that and I'm like, holy shit, this is so incredibly homophobic and sexist. I can't stand it.
It's a comedy routine, though. How many comedy routines?
Here we go.
I mean, from the
politics,
from the 80s and 90s, probably not very many. I think now they're a lot better.
Everybody's like, "Whoa, we can't touch this," but like
they still make jokes about it, but they don't do it as like
it?
blatantly as like Eddie Murphy sitting on stage calling people faggots for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I know. I obviously I'm not like saying yeah, let's see more of that. But you got to understand the time, and the
still.
I mean, if we all go back into our history and look back at the way we talked, honestly.
Oh, for sure. No,
like the way we all
myself in high school.
We all spoke, and it's like, some people come to terms with the fact like you can't speak like that anymore.
Right,
and there's
it's totally understandable. It's just like,
and the biggest thing is times change. Times freaking change. You got to roll with it. You can't. I mean, and otherwise you're just gonna end up being, your great grandmother with. Racial slurs every other.
Racist undertones. I understand.
Anyway, getting back to Beverly Hills Cop.
I just wanted to ease the ease the attention, baby. Ease the attention. That was Chubbs Peterson.
Chubbs.
Yeah. I mean, that's not what he said, but yeah.
He said ease attention, baby.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did.
When he starts like grabbing him by the hips.
Oh, that's right.
Just ease the attention, like, baby. Ease the attention.
About it. Yeah. Okay.
Tap it in.
Tap it.
Tap it in.
Tap, tap, tap.
I don't have anything else about this has gone on too long.
No. Okay. No. Yeah. I mean,
is that your number 2?
Yeah. That's
I think it's a great film. You have that opening bit with him where you don't know is he a cop, is he a swindler or what, and then again, like you said, how it rehashes in the second one. You have that one of the guys
back.
But the way they play it and take it in a different route, like you're a cop, man. Like I can.
That has him get like offended by it.
I was Jewish for a little bit, and I can smell pork from a mile away. And he starts calling him a pig and everything. So that's funny, but yeah, no, I think Lethal Weapon. Not End of Watch either. Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, it's great, man. And I think it really shows Eddie Murphy's chops
For sure.
All right. What do you got, man?
My number 3. This is a curveball, I think. I mean, it's not on anyone else's list, so I'm going to go with Die Hard 3.
I saw it on the Wikipedia page.
I have Die Hard at my number 10, actually.
Nice.
But I didn't consider it a buddy cop thing because Carl Winslow and...
the first one, yeah.
Oh, the first one you're saying.
Because they don't meet until, like, literally the end of the movie.
But they are buddies.
That's why I'm picking the third one.
Yeah.
Because it's got way more buddy cop feel to it.
And that's where I took it off the list because... what is his name? Hercules or whatever?
No, Zeus.
Zeus,
you know? Lightning bolt, yes?
Yeah, Zeus isn't even a cop. He's just some, like, corner store owner. I love the film. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and this is...
It's sacrilegious, but I almost like it more than the first one.
It's got more going on.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, you got...
Except for the ending. The ending's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a Die Hard movie. It has to
be
ridiculous.
I would almost take him jumping off the roof, getting held by a fire hose, and what happens at the end of number 3 with that helicopter.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Well, I mean, it's... Yeah. Anyways, well, you got... The stakes are higher in this film because you got, just off the bat, John McClane has to do all of these crazy things around the city.
Yeah, it's not
the riddles, Simon Says. Yeah, exactly.
The entire city.
And you have John McClane, who in the previous 2 films was a solo act. I mean, he had cops helping, he had Carl Winslow helping him, but he wasn't there in the action with him.
Not even his real name.
I know. I don't remember his real name. But, I mean, he has somebody that's got to tag along with him now because he stuck his nose where it shouldn't.
Hey, can I give you a little side note?
Yeah.
Carl Winslow's daughter, the one that was...
The wife or in the show?
The daughter in the show.
Okay.
She's actually dead.
What?
She's been dead for a long time. Like, she had cancer or something.
Oh, man.
I read about, like, one of those pop-up things is, like...
Sorry, Urkel.
12 or 30 actors or actresses, or child actors you didn't know were dead or something.
The Yellow Power Ranger, she's dead.
Oh, really?
The Asian one, yeah.
The pink one looks almost exactly like she did back in the day.
Oh, yeah, she was my, like,
she aged incredibly well.
All right, back on track. So Die Hard 3, yeah, I mean... Honestly, stakes are high. You got a great villain in
Simon.
Simon, but I'm trying to think.
Scar.
Yeah, it's no. Jeremy Irons, thank you.
Yeah,
Scar.
We're just gonna start saying actors by their character names.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons playing great villain in the movie, and I mean, you got the original director of the first one, John McTiernan, back for this one. And I think it's just a great buddy cop movie, and this is one of those movies that I grew up with loving.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Seeing them two together. I mean, and it's one of like 95, so the year after Pulp Fiction. So Samuel L. Jackson was on his way up in stardom. So.
But even the racial tensions that you have between the two characters is great. It's a great catalyst.
That was during the time that was. I mean, especially since he goes into Harlem and is like wearing that thing. I forget what it says.
It says, "I hate the N-word."
Yeah, I don't.
That's what he says. And that's yeah, like he's saying, it's playing on racial tension, especially during the time.
Well, it's a catalyst to push the story along too, because how are these two going to get along? And when they do, and they come full circle, then there's your arc too.
Right,
so
exactly.
It's smart. It's witty.
Yeah, you can say the third act was a little bit of a drag. It got over the top, but I mean, I feel like the build up, I feel like the tension and the suspense throughout the whole movie, and then them as two guys just meeting, coming together to,
Do you think it would have been better if they had stuck with the revenge storyline rather than doing the bank heist at the end?
I like the bank.
No, I thought it was smart. I thought it was
like a twist.
Because a twist. I mean, because you.
I feel like it took some of the tension out.
Because they thought he was just going to bomb schools,
right?
Think
he was just a guy trying to just get his revenge. I mean, obviously that was still there somewhat, but I mean his main idea was to divert all the freaking police so he can do this major heist, and that's.
There's a couple twists too, and then finding out that he's
Hans Gruber's brother.
Yeah, right. So I don't know if that's later in the film.
That was right around. It was right after the heist happened.
Yeah.
Or right before the heist happened.
I thought it was in the boat or whatever. I don't know.
It was like right after
they're on that
Sis
limousine.
came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the limousine with all the higher up cops talking about it, and this is right when they kind of right when the twist happens, when they kind of oh wait, he doesn't the bombs are a diversion. Oh, and he's Simon Gruber. He's Hans Gruber's brother. Way to go, John.
Yeah.
That had been a little bit.
So was that your 2?
That was my 3. My number 2 is Hot Fuzz.
Okay, so fine. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
You didn't have it on your list?
I didn't think about it.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie.
God, it's great, and it's essentially just the biggest and best satire of the genre.
I definitely put a complete satire in a buddy cop genre.
I think it does it the best because you get superb action with it. You get a director that knows exactly what he's doing with comedy and action, and you get one of the best acting duos we've had in the last couple of years. Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. Those guys are great. They work. I mean, especially with Edgar Wright in the Rains, they're freaking awesome together. And the roles are reversed this time, especially in this movie. You get a hard cut Sergeant Angel in Simon Pegg.
Kind of a dorky,
I mean, he's completely
by the
opposite.
book. He's
by the book. I mean, and it's opposite what he normally plays, especially in Shaun of the Dead and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get a bubbling still.
But he does always
Frost.
play more of the mature guy compared to the Nick
Offerman. Or Nick Frost. I don't know why I went Offerman right away.
Yeah, Nick Frost. Yeah, but it definitely is a funny romp, and I'm a fan of the way Edgar Wright's films look. So quick cuts, action, clever match cuts, outlandish plots. But I can see how people get turned off by that too, because it's so prevalent in his films, and to me, somewhat I do enjoy that. So. But I could see how people get enough with that. What?
Yeah,
get in the car. Even the shot of that. Get in the car. Drive to the grocery store. Go back. It's we get it, dude.
Yeah.
We get your style. I know. I understand your style, but
I mean, I guess I would prefer that than just getting stock transition footage from one scene to the next.
He does good match cuts too. I like his match cuts, but I guess I would say even the way the story works, and you have all of these characters with the last name Slaughter and Slice and all this is that doesn't seem right, especially when this super cop gets pushed into this district that nothing goes on. So something's going on,
right?
But
for sure, something's gonna happen.
But it's still smart because it still takes you in a different direction than it's actually going or ending. And the only thing I thought, my only nitpick about the film is the ending where Nick Frost gets shot, takes a bullet, and he's just randomly alive again.
Yeah.
And I get it's a satire, but I don't know many movies where the dude just jumps in front of a fucking shotgun and is still alive at the end.
Right.
I get it. I mean, I get
For
it. For
sure. Well, you don't like the fake death out, so.
Right. Yeah. So.
But they do accommodate your favorite thing, and they give homages to other films in the movie.
Oh, correct. Yeah,
the Point Break.
Yeah. When his dad's running away and he's just shooting up in the air. It is good.
And just thinking about how the character thinks, it's this has to be my moment, and he has to take the gun.
It's great because you collaborate right with the screen too. It's this would be perfect. This would be perfect, and it's edited so well, so it's it gives you enough time to be Now, right now, shoot it to go up in the air. There he goes.
And they even did like the Bad Boys 2 pan.
Yeah.
With them both sitting there.
No, it is great, dude. It's hilarious. Like the shootout with everybody.
Especially like the old people and just that in its own right is hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm a sucker for that movie. I mean, it made my top 50. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Nice. Number 1 for me then is going to be In the Heat of the Night.
Okay. Oh. Did not see that coming.
Dude, I
saw it on the list. Like when I was researching, I saw it on the main.
I watched it a long time ago and actually rewatched it again. But to me, it's a pivotal film in the landscape of the 1960s, especially when racial tensions were high. It's not only a film in monumental regards to the subject matter, but it's monumental in the way that it was produced. And it goes deeper than just the way it was shot, but like lighting an African American, you light it in a way that their skin doesn't reflect off light and make it sort of cheesy. So that in itself is something to go back to watch the film. But it's a buddy cop film because Virgil Tibbs is an officer that reluctantly takes a case in a racist white southern town with Chief of Police Gillespie, which, if you know anything about the TV show, which is what I was introduced to before the actual film, is that you think of Carol, what the hell's his name? He was in
I don't know his
All
name.
in the Family.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Anyways, you know him as being Archie Bunker, as a seriously racist character, but then he's in this film this TV show as a little bit older gentleman, and
Carol O'Connor,
yeah. He was in The Heat of the Night, right?
Yeah.
The TV show, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a gritty racial charged case of a whodunit, and Sidney Poitier is phenomenal, and Rod Steiger he netted an Oscar for his performance as a middle ground officer letting an African American take the lead in a homicide case in his town, and he plays it so well because he's open to the fact that this guy's going to take the lead, but not up until a point where he's going to get ridiculed for it. It's you got to watch the film because you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think the two cops in this film drive the plot and keep the viewer enthralled with every single line of dialogue. But the beautiful camera work, having Poitier looking fierce, stern, and proud all at the same time. And it uses subtle movements to enhance the tension and the concentration of the scene. And that's actually something like the Lord of the Rings did with the way they would move the actual set instead of moving just the camera.
Yeah.
And they would create a different feeling towards the scene. It's insane. And the scene where they go to the greenhouse and I believe it must be some sort of sharecropping because the man in the film has a bunch of African American workers pulling cotton and stuff. It could be some sort of metaphor for the actual slavery in America, but also then you have the sharecropping where they were still treated poorly, because they had nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. But now you have them working for minimal wages and everything like that, and you still have, Jim Crow laws and everything like that. And I think the scene where he gets slapped by the white guy and slaps him right back is an intense scene. It speaks more to almost to the point where what we're living in today, where, you walk down the street, you can look somebody in the eye that's of the same color, but you don't know how to look at someone who's of a different race. And it's not because you disrespect that person, it's because you don't know what's right and wrong. But that dude slapping Sidney Poitier's face, he let him know damn quickly what the right thing to do was, and it wasn't to slap that guy in the face. So the whole film is, to me, it dips you into tensions that I think you can almost relate to today, which is really odd, but somewhat, helpful watching the film. if you will. So, In the Heat of the Night's number one for me, and
I haven't seen it.
That buddy cop aspect, and I didn't either. Until I watched it a while ago and didn't think much of it, and kind of rewatched it again, and it's actually on YouTube without commercials. It's crappy, but you get the majority of it. But you have that scene in The Lion King where they call me Mr. Pig. Yeah. It's actually from that movie.
Yeah, I've seen that scene.
What do they call you there in Philadelphia? They call me Mr. Tibbs.
I've seen it.
But it's great.
Cool.
I believe we have the same number one, which is Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, baby.
Lethal Weapon. All right.
Start off.
This was in my top 50. When that gets up, people will know about it. It's a staple of my childhood. My mom and dad used to watch it a lot, especially the first one, but all of them. I remember the fourth one coming out. Me and Scott used to quote the fourth one religiously in high school, like it was everyday kind of thing. What is there to say about the movie?
It started a whole subgenre of other films that copy.
Yeah.
This is why movies like Hot Fuzz and the other guys parody buddy cop movies is because of how successful the Lethal Weapon
for sure.
trilogy. Four plus now actually, but
I don't think they're making another one. It's just 4.
I think it's just 4. But
David Glover's almost dead.
What Richard Donner did as a director and Shane Black as a writer could do. To make a character duo so completely different, but works so well with Briggs and Murtaugh.
In the first one, there, again, like all these other movies that we've talked about, polar opposites. Danny Glover is the family man who's so and so
who's quote unquote getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, he's so close to retirement, and he's straight and narrow kind of thing. And then there's Mel Gibson's character.
You get Mad Max himself.
Oh my God.
Mel Gibson's Martin Riggs.
Absolutely insane. He has nothing to live for. His family's gone. He's just again, like I've said so many times already, polar opposites. They're just they couldn't be more different.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. Like I even wrote, it once again pits two completely different officers together.
Yeah.
But I think the aspect that Shane Black wrote it, right?
Yeah, Shane Black.
So he takes in making him suicidal.
Yes.
Is a great way to go, because I don't think we've seen that too much in a buddy cop film, especially one that goes on to make 4 films.
Yeah.
But it still has that tie into the first film, even through number 4, where he's talking to his wife's grave, or Riggs is talking to his wife's grave before he's about to have a baby.
Yeah.
And do I marry this girl? Do I not? It still weighs that much on his mind, whereas most films would probably just cut that out and be like, oh, he's fine and everything's dandy and everything. But this guy
he just progressively got better throughout the films, but he was still pretty messed up.
Right.
That was kind of the staple. Like they didn't want to change the characters too much. You have to. Leave their cores there. And
exactly.
His core was he was messed up because his wife died. Like that was.
But
his character, guy.
Yeah, Richard Donner uses the characters and the sound plots throughout each film incredibly. I did put Lethal Weapon number 1 on there just because of more of the emotion that you get.
Yeah.
Whereas each of them takes on a little bit more comedy. Maybe not the second. Maybe not the second one, because
the second one was a good. It was a good.
Well, because Murtaugh's a straight-laced guy, and what he has to do is actually execute an official from South Africa.
Right. Yes.
Diplomatic immunity.
He was pushed to that extent.
He was.
He was just like.
He was, but he wouldn't normally do it. He had to take a stand either for his boy Riggs or.
And they tried to kill him and his family.
Right.
And that was
a character art, really.
But the Riggs suicide scene it's insanely deep because. Personally, I'm a big Looney Tunes fan, but you have Looney Tunes on in the background, and it helps create a sense of relatability or humanization to what's going on, because you've ever had it where you are super emotional about something, but yet the world still goes on around you.
Right.
Shit's still going on in the TV, or kids are still playing outside. It could be a bright sunny day, and you might be conflicted with something that's going on in your own life.
I mean, it brings it brings it more into his, like, I mean,
right.
You see the stuff going on, but you're condensing into his world and what he's feeling
right.
in that moment. You know what I mean? And it's good. It's good writing, good directing, and good acting.
Yeah, and it's insane to think that Looney Tunes is on that. Some sort of Christmas special. Looney Tunes is on, and he's about to put a bullet through the back of his throat, and it's like. It's insane. It's insanely deep, but
and the fact that, like, I mean. The turning point for Martin Riggs' character is meeting Murtaugh and his family, and like almost kind of adapting into
like
their
adopted
family.
him into...
Like he's an adopted, uncle of theirs. Really, that friendship. I mean, I don't think it's matched.
No,
that
friendship is one that I think personally is the best, if not the best, buddy cop franchise in American film history.
It helps that it went on for 4 movies, but I mean...
But even the 4th one can still be looked at as just a flat-out almost comedy, and it can still be taken lighthearted, and I think I think maybe if I were... Because I grew up on the 4th film.
Yeah, I was saying before that we used to quote the 4th one in high school like all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's hilarious. It's almost like that Chris Tucker way of acting in the Rush Hour movies, too.
With Chris Rock and Joe Pesci.
Oh, my God.
One-liners back and forth.
Dude, they play off so well. Yeah, after I open a cereal shop in your ass, you fucking leprechaun. It's so great though. Lethal Weapon is definitely.
It's great, and it sucks because, like, honestly, like the farther we get away from our top 50 list, the more I'm like, God, I needed that movie in there. Like,
well, I gave the disclaimer during the top 50
list. I put the
franchise
in there, so I mean that's
but that's my number one. That's Damon's number one. So we are done.
All right, so I think we know. I think we know what's going to be
what
one.
the number 1 is.
Yes. It's going to be Die Hard 3. No.
you just put it above 2 other films.
Yeah.
So what do we want at 2?
What was your 2?
My 2 was Lethal Weapon.
My 2 was Hot Fuzz.
And Hot Fuzz was pretty high on yours, right?
My Hot Fuzz was 3 on mine.
Okay, I think Hot Fuzz would...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because my number 2 was Beverly Hills Cop, and that was farther down on your guys.
It was 7 for me, 7 for him.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should
you guys
be in top 5 at least.
My number 1 was In the Heat of the Night. And you guys didn't have that at all on your list?
because we haven't seen it. So if you want to throw that in at 3, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. It's a valid option.
Mm-hmm.
It was on all of the lists that I was looking at. So was Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch is on my list.
Just a random tidbit. I don't know if you saw it when you were going through the Wikipedia page.
Just one through I didn't want to miss it.
They had Training Day on there.
Oh yeah,
and I was
bullshit.
Like,
they're not buddies. They're
not buddies.
No, you probably watched the UK something or other. They had Hot Fuzz at 1.
Yeah,
is that the one?
No. On Wikipedia for buddy cop films, American buddy cop films, they had Training Day on the list.
Oh wow!
And it was like, what?
So what do you guys also have? My top 3 are actually on the list already. So.
My 3 is Die Hard.
And mine 2 is Beverly Hills Cop. My 3 is the other guys.
It's Beverly Hills, I think, because they're on all 3 of our lists.
Yeah. Come on. Got him. Did you proud, Eddie? No, make a good film for once.
No
bad Shrek,
boys.
Man.
No bad boys at all.
No, we know who's
lower. It's lower on my list.
Oh, it's on there though?
Yeah, I love the Bad Boy movies, even though
they're ridiculous.
I actually went through pretty much every single one of my films.
I'm just saying, Will Smith's my dude.
So we're at 5 here. I have The Untouchables at 4, Men in Black at 5. You had Men in Black higher than that.
I had Men in Black at 4.
I had Men in Black at 5.
All right, Men in Black then at 5.
What was 4?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, yeah.
Big Willie style.
Don't question my authority, Trace.
My authority.
Son of a bitch.
All right, 6.
I really had to call people sons of bitches today. Like I called 4 people at work sons of bitches. See,
sons of bitches.
When you get rolling on them,
it's just like
bring them out.
All right, 6. What do you guys got?
I got Die Hard still. Die Hard 3. I got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I have The Untouchables.
I have the other guys, and then.
Ooh, we're gonna need that
21 Jump Street.
if we're going flat out by the book, what a buddy cop film is, what are you guys looking at? My next highest is The Untouchables. What was yours again?
My 3 was Die Hard.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. What are you looking at?
I had The Other Guys and 21 Jump Street. Those are the only 2 I had left.
I would say 21 Jump Street, honestly, to be highest.
Okay.
I had it on it was technically on my 11 when I took it off when you said it.
7.
48 Hours, 82. Is it the first
1982, yeah.
You just put 82.
I have The Untouchables left. You have Die Hard with a Vengeance.
And Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yep.
And then I only have The Other Guys left.
I did have 48 Hours that made it on my list, but it was technically my number 6.
I also have, the only thing left is End of Watch and Rush Hour 2. That also made. So Damon, you're the if so facto here.
Oh, so I get to choose?
I mean,
What are we at 3? We got 3 left?
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay,
so
so
technically we have 4.
So we have Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
The
Die Hard
Untouchables.
with a Vengeance. The Untouchables.
End of Watch.
End of Watch.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2, and then mine, which I really don't care if it gets on there or not. Although, The Other Guys is awesome.
The Other Guys is awesome, and it also is a buddy cop film.
It's
so.
true. But I don't want to be the one who picks my own movie.
Well, we could put it on at 7 and then pick 8, 9, 10.
Alright.
All right. That's a makeup for V for Vendetta.
Thank you. It's finally getting the respect it deserves.
All right, so we have 8, 9, 10.
Alright.
So what do we have? We have Untouchable. I have Untouchables, End of Watch, Rush Hour 2. What do you got?
I have nothing.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to point him.
Die Hard, 3, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and 48 Hours technically made my list. But 48 Hours.
So we have 5 for 3 spots. 6 for 3 spots?
6.
Okay, we got to choose half.
I'm cool with kicking out 48 Hours. It was technically in my reserves anyways. Just made it in.
Okay.
Boom. Down to 1.
We're at 5. End of Watch, Rush Hour 2, The Untouchables was 4 for me.
I like Untouchables a lot, so I'd say we can put that one in.
You wanted it at 8?
Sure. Because I don't know what else is. Boom. Down to 4.
Okay, 2 more. So we.
No, 2 of them are mine. I can't pick one. You guys pick them.
Well, I have End of Watch and Rush Hour 2, so we're at 4. So we each pretty much get to pick one from the list.
Well, you guys pick between my 2.
What do you have?
Die Hard 3 or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
How about since you guys are biased, let me pick them. Come on.
Okay,
Pick
go.
I don't know which one yours. Oh, Rush Hour and
End of Watch.
End of Watch. And yours is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Die Hard. Right?
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to go Die Hard and Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 2? Okay. We already had it on the list, to be fair, alright? But what's
I didn't have Rush
9
Hour.
or what's 10? I say Rush Hour 2 is higher because it's a buddy cop.
Ooh. Gotcha there.
I mean, I would argue mine's a buddy cop too because it's made my list, but I don't really care.
There's one buddy cop. The other guy is a store.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess.
Argue it out.
No, I don't. I don't care enough. I don't really care.
Oh,
If
you
I had a
care.
coin, I would flip it. But I don't.
And then we do.
It's okay.
It's all good.
All right. Well, I'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
And we all do 1. All right. Now that our top 10 shows best buddy cop films. Number 10, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Number 9, Jamon Lee, Rush Hour 2. Number 8, The Untouchables.
Yeah. Number 7, The Other Guys. Number 6, 21 Jump Street. And number 5, Men in Black.
Jeez, it was 3 in a row for you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you got all yours. I got
I
shafted.
did. I got all 5.
Number 4, Beverly Hills Cop.
Woo.
Number 3, In the Heat of the Night. And number 2, Hot Fuzz.
And the number 1 best comedy film is
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Get too old for this shit.
Awesome, dudes. I think we're going to be lining up to film Eat Film next week, so
Yummy.
watch for that first episode. Ben, James, and the Giant Peach Siski will be hosting that / judging it. The competitors are to be determined.
We never announced ourselves in the beginning of the episode.
What?
We never announced ourselves.
Oh, shoot. I'm Scott Icebox Nemi. That is...
Trace Couch Patchin.
And this guy over here...
Damon Big DZ Gumbert.
Pimpin' the Airways
as usual.
Sorry about that. We forgot.
I totally just thought of it.
Anyway, good save. Like, comment, subscribe, please. That would be cool. Also, check out our other videos. And remember, Kenny. Kenny, you're a black man. There's a Chinese restaurant on Crenshaw.